There is a major shift on Earth happening right now as we're shifting into this new energy on Earth, this new Earth. There's like so much potent, dense feeling energy, and I've been talking about it for the past few days. I think that we're kind of on the coming out of it part, and we're also going to be moving into eclipses soon and a lot of changes going on. And so what I've noticed and what I've been receiving through downloads about this is that we have to move with this energy. Like, that's what I've been talking about the most recently, is like you have to move with it. When these things get really difficult and like these people and the situations are triggering us in certain ways, it's like so easy to want to, you know, disconnect from it, to go unconscious, and to maybe do things like scrolling more often, or just like engaging in drinking more often, or doing things a little distracting, right? But the message that's coming through is to just continue to practice staying awake and not going unconscious, and watching where you're getting triggered. And so it's like, it might be something so small, like someone's manners, or someone's like their mannerisms, or the way that they chew, and you're just like always so annoyed. Or maybe there's somebody that's like super passive aggressive and they just keep making comments at work or wherever you are, and you're just like, ah! But go internal, and oh, this was such a good one too. So go internal and find that and say, like, this is a choice, to be feeling like this is a choice. And it is also a choice to be okay. It's a choice to no longer let those things upset you. Because when you ask yourself, like, why does this upset me? It's like, where did this come from, right? Because if I know myself, I know I'm not controllable. I know I'm not small. I know that I'm not like, it doesn't matter how someone else acts. It just matters how I feel throughout a day to day. And so my dream last night, I shared yesterday, like my dreams yesterday were horribly scary and just not fun. And then, sorry, the wind's picking up as it gets loud, but also the sun's coming out here in France on this beautiful river at this free parking spot with the van. It's my first night doing van life with my mom. She's here for a week, so it's been good, other than my battery's dead and I don't have any electricity, so no running water, because you need a water pump to have the running water. So it's funny that this is like her first experience of van life. But then again, I was telling her, I was like, maybe it's your expectation of it, because my family just thinks that van life, like, not how I would think of it. And so she probably expected it to be more like camping, and now it really feels like camping, like using lanterns and stuff. So your expectation of a situation really does have an effect, from what I believe to be true. And so the dream that I had last night was just like, everything was nice, like everything was going well. I was like high school again, and like things were just good. Like my tests were good, my relationships with my teachers were good, and my coaches, and like everything was just peaceful. And it was not always peaceful in my memory of that time. And then someone who's random, but like in my life, because I don't like spend that much time with him, he was just telling me, like, he delivered this message, and he was like in bliss, and I was just watching him, and he was like going somewhere, and you could only go there if you were of this certain like awareness and frequency. And it was just gratitude and joy and acceptance of all things. And he's like, when you are in this energy, you're like invited to this other timeline, like this other place of being. It's kind of like, it's a weird analogy, but like how there's tiers of wealth, you know, it's like you're kind of in a different group of people, and like you have different life experiences. Like if you're a billionaire, you're like, your way of experiencing the world is going to be so different than, like, you know, if you're paycheck to paycheck. And so it's also like energetically, if you are looking at things in a certain way, or letting those like unconscious patterns and beliefs control everything about your reality and your day to day, and you're letting people piss you off and all that stuff, then you're getting annoyed, and so then you just want to disconnect, and then you scroll, and then you go out and get distracted with friends and people, and and you're just in that, then you're not even gonna be invited or even know this other reality that you could be experiencing and could be stepping into. And so I think that that's kind of what's happening here, especially right now. And so it's your opportunity to look at what's happening and to choose gratitude, choose acceptance, choose to laugh. Like if someone's, you know, for example, if someone's chewing really loudly and it's really pissing you off, just like take a second to be like, that's so funny. Like we're human. Like I don't need to be pissed off about chewing noises. Like why would I be pissed off about that? Like what a funny human thing, you know? And then just like kind of disassociating with that anger or resentment or whatever you feel when things come up, and choosing acceptance and love and gratitude for this experience, to experience all things. If everything was just perfect and dandy all the time, you'd probably be really bored. So looking at all things and just being like, wow, what an interesting movie. Like the plot is just like getting so good, and like that uprise and the hero's journey is happening right now, and I get to witness all of this happening from my own human body that I experience life through. So that's the message. I came out here to do dishes, but there's also not really a place to do that. So I don't know, we're gonna go to a new spot today and go check out it's Easter, happy Easter. Go check out a really, what would you call it, magical place. It's where Jesus's wife lived and did a lot of work in her human experience. And so I feel very connected to Sarah, which is her daughter. And so we're gonna go experience that, and we didn't even really plan it to be on Easter, but it happens to be on Easter. So happy Easter, however you celebrate, if you celebrate. And I hope that you just feel really connected and feel that remembrance of who you are, and that you get to create your reality by deciding how you feel in every situation and choosing to wake up rather than to go unconscious. Like it's just a little shift that makes a huge difference. So I'm gonna go, we're gonna hit the road. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you are new here. Leave a comment if you feel called to do so. And I will see you later. If you wanna work with me, I have some opportunities linked below. Bye.